Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. There we go. That should be alright there. See, I don't know why my brakes aren't working, bro. Why is my truck going when I got the brakes on, buddy? There we go. Oh yeah, listen to those brakes, man. Check out the truck. Just bought this truck, so there's nothing special going on with it yet. But the weather is sick, man. This game is so much fun in the snow, bro. It's just different. It's just different. Ah, get out of my way, boys. Oh, what the heck, bro? Who hit me? Oh, yeah, didn't see that guy. He was in my blind spot. I had a feeling he was going to turn there, and... yeah, he turned right. Yeah, he definitely turned right. Got to keep a little bit of a safe following. Oh, is my truck turning to the right automatically, left automatically here? Am I getting a bit of alignment issue or something going on? No, we're good. It's interesting because, like, you actually got to be careful with your following distance in the snow. You can't just mash the brakes. You will slide real far in this game in the snow. It's so sick. Yo, we're flying right now in the snow, man. Oh, dang, vehicle malfunction. I better be getting to a service station. I need to go somewhere I can maintain my vehicle. there is one other setting I want to change real quick. So it just kind of depends what time of day you're at, but I think I want the little more dark. And the other thing that I want to do is I will add back in the ambient occlusion. Actually, I'll see how it is right now first with just that setting changed. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just check out a little lower brightness. And that should be pretty good. I don't know if there's anything else I want to change yet, but I definitely... Oh yeah, I want to change my my steering. I want to change the steering just a little bit. So I'll show you guys two things real quick while I change it, just so you guys know if you play this game. While I'm steering the truck, it's just a little sensitive. I am playing on controller today, so I'll show you how to change that. And then also I have a setting on for the diff, for like the realistic pull of the truck. So when you're going over surfaces and you're on the accelerator, the truck will end up pulling a little bit to one way, depending on the road, right? So I got that setting cranked up, and that's why I have to keep correcting the truck. It's really hard to just keep it straight like this. If you watch, the truck actually will not stay straight. So I'm just going to fix those two settings real quick. And we are just going to hit pause to fix those settings. So that's probably going to be under gameplay. And it's probably going to be under truck physics. And we're going to give the truck just a little bit more suspension stiffness. I want it to feel like a realistic truck. So we're not really going for super stiff stability and having everything stable and braking hard. I'm going for the camera motion, the right field of view, not having super heavy braking intensity. Like, I want this truck to feel heavy and take its time. The drive shaft torque is what I'm going to turn way down, because it's very annoying when you're driving on the road. And what the drive shaft torque does is when you're on the road and you hit the gas, depending on where the road is positioned and what angle the road is on, the truck will pull from the power getting put through the driveline and to the diff and to the transmission, whatever, to the back wheels. So it takes the turning of, it takes your ability to drive straight, and it kind of removes it. So that's all I'm looking for there. And then the uneven surface simulation, I want to keep that up because the real trucks on the road do bounce quite a bit. So now we're going to roll with that. And that should kind of fix my issues that I'm feeling there. It should feel a little more... Put my signal and get over real quick. Oh, what's going on here, bro? Oh, nice avoidance, bro. What the heck, buddy? Oh my goodness, bro. People do that in real life too, eh? Like, there's cops on the side of the road and they damn near just stop for no reason, man. That was crazy, bro. I feel like my truck's pulling to the left for some reason, but I could just be totally tripping. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. See, I am pulling a little to the left. But it's not my controller. It's something to do with the game settings that's making the truck pull a little left. It might even be that that torque setting that's making the truck move just a little bit under acceleration and everything. I gotta say, man, it is really, you know, it is really, it's very hard to see right now in the game. It's almost straining on the eyes. You know what I'm saying? I can't see ahead of me. I'm having a lot of fun, though. I really do like the snow. It's really interesting to play this game in the snow. You know what? I'm available now, bro. Like, I'm streaming, man. We're good on the stream. I will help on stream. I could care less about that. Just let me kind of... I'll respond on the safe, nice, long stretches of road, rather than in the corners like what I'm coming up to here. But I can help you out now, bro. You know what else? Actually, I feel like my field of view might just be a tad bit too high. It's only at 70, but it feels a bit too high there. And then maybe I'll put the seat just a little bit more forward. And then I have to take the steering. I want to be able to see my turn signals down there. So we kind of have to adjust the steering wheel to be able to see the turn signals. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that looks a little better. That feels a little more on par. I don't know anything about the new updates. I haven't played Assetto in a minute, bro, but I'm sure I'll still be able to help. Dude, I need to get rid of some of the snow just for a little bit. I know I love playing in the snow and stuff, man, but dude, there's a lot of snow and just kind of strained right now playing in the snow, man. It's actually bugging my eyes a little bit. So again, to change that, I'm just going to go to options. It's going to be under gameplay, I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, rain probability. We're just going to throw that down to like 25% right now. Maybe that rain will clear up after a couple minutes here. Or the snow, I should say. It's not actually raining, it's snow. Gotta get over in the left lane coming up, looking at the map there. And if I see an exit up here, looks like that I am upcoming an exit. So I am going to be throwing my signal on up here after this merge spot. And I'll be taking this exit and turning left and pulling into that truck station there to fix my truck. Let's go ahead and throw our signal on now. Double check, make sure nobody's actually there. We're good. So let's get over. And then I'm just going to keep my signal on. And we're going to start using our engine brake now. And then left signal. And then we'll just shoot this nice and wide. Oh, buddy, what? I totally messed that up, bro. Oh no, that's weird, bro. That's like a one-lane road. That's trippy. I've never seen one of those in real life like that before. Where did he come from, bro? I know you guys watched me look. I know everybody just watched me look out my window and there was nobody there. Bro, you said you needed help with AC, bro. What's going on, man? I'm still here, bro, waiting for you to say something, bro. Oh, you know what? I don't even need gas. I gotta go fix my truck. Actually, no, I do need gas. Alright, let's pull in here, shut off the engine, let's fill up the truck. while I'm slowly rolling. I am slowly rolling, aren't I? No. Fill up this truck real quick. And then we're going to hit F5 a couple times to zoom in my map a bit, see my arrow on the map. Make it a little easier just to get over here to the truck repair. I don't like this camera mod I downloaded. It zooms in on the truck. Super annoying, actually. I gotta get a new camera mod. It bugs me, bro, because when I'm driving normally, I can barely hear the truck, and then when I'm turning corners in a lot, it's like I can't see enough because the camera is so dynamic. So I'll get a different camera mod after I stop the stream or take a break. And then here, we just need to quickly go to service. Oh, dude, this is a mod, and you know what? So what I got going on here, it's not just the weather mod. I also have... Oh, what the heck, bro? What did I just do? What just cost me 100 G's, bro? What the heck just cost me 100 G's? I really should have read that before I just hit OK. I didn't want to take this $180,000 job to make $80,000 and drive this far. Dang it, bro. I don't even know what I just fixed. I just hit OK, yeah, fix it, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm running really basic mods right now, actually, on this game too. So I got this rain, the snow, I mean, with the rain effects turned into snow. All the snow on the ground and everything that you see is just one mod. That's just one download. And then I have the snow physics as well. So the heavier your truck is, and like the heavier the load, the harder it is to stop if you just mash the brakes. Like, I'll just mash the brakes right now. That's full brakes. So you have to utilize your engine brake, right? Light on the brake. Use the engine brake to slow down and stop. You'll stop quicker and less slidey. If you don't have traction control on and you got power, your truck will slide. The distance is a factor too. Obviously, you can't see the distance and you can't stop as quick, so you got to watch your following distance and all that stuff too. There's a lot of mods you can actually get for this game. Oh, you know what, bro? Go around, bro. Like, if you did this to me in real life, bro, I would just sit here and laugh. If that was real life, bro, I would just sit there and laugh at this guy. There you go. Have a good day, Kevin. It's always the dump trucks, bro. It's always the dump trucks. Even in real life, bro. It's always the dump trucks, bro. So we're just going to sit here for a minute, have our quick little smoke break now that we're all set up. I do this every stream. I get set up, I start moving, I have a little smoke break. Also, another thing, I do have all the colors on the game adjusted to my monitor, so on the stream it might be a little blue. You might see a little bit of a blue tone to the game. It might look a little shadowy on the blue side. I promise you that's just because my monitor is what I'm using for this game, and my monitor settings are very specific to me. So if everything's good on the graphics, except it might be a little blue scaled on the stream. So it's not the game, it's just the stream. And give me a quick sec, bro. Stick around. I'm just going to quickly smoke, and then I'll get to your message there, and I'll help you out real quick. No problem. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I'm still here. You might still hear me yapping. I'm just going to smoke bong toke real quick. I always try and be really quick on my smoke breaks on this game, because this game doesn't care about your smoke break. If I have the game open and I sit here, time is going on my truck, it's going on my job, and I'm wasting time technically. And you guys might hear my bird in the background today. She's going through her hormonal phase. She's trying to mate and lay eggs, but she doesn't have a mate, so she's just rubbing all over her cage, and she's being super loud and annoying. And nothing I can do about it. I've tried so many times, so many different things to get her to stop, but now we got it down so she just lays eggs every couple months now. But she's still laying more eggs than she should. But it's like she's learning to, and she doesn't lay big clutches anymore. She just drops one or two off her perch, breaks them, and then moves on with her life, I guess. Alright, we're almost back. Oh, you know what, bro? So what I would do, I would go into your render stats while you play, and just make sure that when you have render stats open, nothing's like flickering in the red. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my render stats video, one of my render stats videos. If you do know what I'm talking about when I say that, just open up render stats and make sure everything's green or yellow and not orange or red. And this is normal. That's actually something that's been going on, bro. It's like your actual GPU usage will not show that, but on the game on the Seto, for some reason, it'll say you're using like 180%, 200%. I don't know what's up with that, bro, but that's not a new thing. That's actually been around for a bit with some people. And all I've ever done with those people, man, is I've just said, is the game running good? Is the render stats consistent? Does everything say that the game is running fine except that one number? Yes? Okay, forget about it. That's happened to me too, bro. Like, I don't know what's up with that. As long as everything's running good, I would honestly just not even worry about it, because it's just a number. I don't know why that happens. I don't know where the game gets that number, or how the rendering with the custom shaders patch is putting that number out. But you're not the only person that it's happened to, and you're not the only person that it still happens to. As for like a known proper fix, I have no idea. The only thing I try and do in that case is make sure the game is running good, the numbers are good, your GPU usage is higher than your CPU usage, the ratios are right, and also getting a bit of a stutter. My FPS cap doesn't move. I would say find out exactly where those stutters are happening. For example, you could pull up render stats while driving and see if those stutters happen in the same locations on the map in that same server. Then go try a server that barely has any traffic on a different map or something, and see if it's just that map with that server with that traffic, because it very well could be. So eliminate what the game could be causing it by first, and that would be just by server size, car number, all that stuff. So if you're getting that little bit of a stutter, check your RAM usage as well, see how much RAM you're using. If you're using almost all of it, again, just try a lower server first and see if the stutter goes away. That's the best way to deal with stutters online, is to load into the server, drive with render stats, see if the stutters are consistent. And what I mean by consistent is they happen in the same way every time you play, in the same areas, on the same servers, on the same map. And then just switch your server to a less popular server with less people, less cars, less traffic, and see if it still happens in the same spots. And then try a different map, a whole different server on a different map that's really small, and see if it happens in that server. And if one of those stops stuttering, then you know it's probably the server itself and the cars and the amount of cars and traffic and detail. And you'll probably have to upgrade your PC, because a lot of people, I don't know what your PC specs are, but a lot of people have 16 gigs of RAM, and if you're playing in popular servers with a lot of people, it's not enough. And if you have 32 gigs of RAM and you're playing in a popular server with lots of people and cars and a big map, and you haven't actually optimized your PC, so before you even boot up a settle, you're running 8 gigs of RAM with your background stuff, 32 won't be enough in some situations as well. So keep that in mind too. You could be getting a stutter that there's nothing you can do about, and that's what I like to look at first. If you're getting a stutter and there's nothing you can do about it, then the problem's solved for now. You gotta wait and upgrade your PC. So that's the best way to figure that out off the bat, is just switch servers up and go try 2 different servers. Same map, less traffic, less cars, less players. Different map, less traffic, less players. And then if one of those fixes it, then you know that there's something with the server and it's not working properly enough for you. And you could try to use settings to change that. But, you know, if you're having a RAM issue, like if you have 16 or 32 gigs and you're having an issue with one of these servers stuttering, right? And it is the RAM, there's almost nothing you can do to lower the RAM usage in those servers, because on Assetto, every car is basically preloaded for resources as you're booting into the server, and you can actually watch your RAM max out before you even load into the server. And you'll see what's happening as you're loading in. You're loading in like 3-4 gigs of RAM per car sometimes. It's really messed up how it works. Some cars is like 400 megs of RAM, 200, and then 1 or 2 cars, all of a sudden you're like, what the heck, bro? 2.5 gigs of RAM per car? And it's just, those cars are unoptimized. So that's a good thing to look at too, is when you're loading into the server, have Task Manager open while you're loading in all the content for the server, and you'll watch your RAM skyrocket before you're even in the server. You won't even be in yet, and your RAM will start to just go crazy. That's how you tell if it's the server, like if you're having the server issues. Just testing lower servers and then watching your RAM resources and stuff as you load in. And then, of course, bro, the other thing, the one other thing that matters, what CPU? What CPU you got? Oh man, is that a newer one, or like is that an older one? Ryzen 7 3800. Yeah, okay. So you know what, bro? What you'll probably notice is when you're with another player, especially around you, like another player or two, that's probably when you're going to get the most stuttering. When you have another person or two with you in a group, and then how the game works is it spawns AI per player. So if you're cruising with 3 players, you'll have way more traffic around than if you were just by yourself. And that's common for people to have issues with that. There are things you can do in the custom shaders patch to help with that a little bit. And you might just have to watch one of my good optimization videos about how to optimize this stuff and go through it. Because there's things like you can force low-res detail for other cars, interior and stuff like that. You can force different level of detail on traffic cars. You can decrease level of detail on cars ahead of you. you can do all sorts of resolution changes. You can change something that says like it's in general optimization, general patch optimizations, and it says something like duplicate cars, something to lower RAM usage. Like you want to have that on. You want to make sure that in your case with the 2080 that you go to the optimizations there and use anything that says this setting might increase your GPU usage but lower your CPU usage. Like you want to turn those on. You want to remove anything from your CPU and focus on your GPU because your GPU will run most of the game, and then that'll free up your CPU to run everything that it needs to run for traffic and stuff like that. So that's a good thing to look for too in those optimizations, is making sure that you have everything switched over to the GPU to be used more and a heavier usage on the GPU to save up time for CPU. That's important. But other than that, you could even like, I'm sure even if you use like a medium low spec setting preset, your game's going to run better and faster and smoother, but you're still going to get stutters in those servers around all the cars. That's what I mean by like, it might not be something that you can actually fix. The other thing I would do is I would go watch my Windows optimization and how to free up resources from your RAM and CPU and stuff. And I would religiously watch that and do every little thing that you understand that I have posted. It's all stuff I do myself. I didn't make that video or like anybody else specifically. I made that video for everybody, that so they can do what I do to my own PC that I've done for years of learning and experimenting. So that's a good video to watch, is freeing up the resources. So I'll tell you all that, bro. That's pretty much all the stuff that you're going to want to do. And then I'll also tell you, too, if you had a different CPU and you were on DDR5, it would probably also fix the issue. The other thing, I don't know what storage you have, but if you have Assetto Corsa on a hard drive, get that off of a hard drive and onto an SSD. You know what, you know what, buddy? How's your storage on your PC? Are you capped out on storage? Do you barely have any storage left? And how big is that SSD and how much space is left on it? That's an important question to ask too. I'm gonna put ambient occlusion back on now. You know what, bro? How do you feel about just doing an Assetto wipe? I'll tell you how to do it. You know what I would do, bro, if I was you? I would delete everything for Assetto, and I would delete all your folders for any other games that you don't play. And I would free up space. I know you still got, 250 gigs is a lot, but you still got 3.75 used, right? So it's still like only 10-15% left. If you really don't want to mess around for hours and hours and hours, I would just make a folder on your desktop, one for cars, one for tracks. And I would move any cars you want to keep into that folder, and any tracks you want to keep into that folder. And then honestly, bro, in a position like yours, I would straight up reinstall the whole entire game and everything. The easiest way, bro, like honestly the easiest way, car folder desktop, track folder desktop, take all the cars that you want, put them in the folder, all the tracks, put them in the folder, uninstall the game off Steam, delete the AC folder out of your Steam library in your PC, in the folders from Steam apps, common, go to dock, go to user on your PC, click your user, go to app data, it might be hidden, there's a tab you can check to unhide hidden tabs, and then you go to app data, and you delete AC Tools Content Manager. And then you delete peer and everything out of these folders, like you get rid of everything like that, and then you just, while you're installing the game again, download peer, download CSP, download everything that you want, install the game, run it once on Steam, install Content Manager, download and apply the settings you want, update CSP, install paid CSP, install peer, boot up the game, make sure it works, download your mods, install them, boot up the game, make sure it works. That's the quickest way you can do it. And I promise you, bro, if you do that, it might not fix your problem, but you'll notice that your game is running a lot better. Like, just smoother overall. It's like any other game. Even on ATS, BBG, right? Any game that you have mods for, your computer's got to go through these files, and they all have to work properly with each other, right? So when you have a bunch of mods, it's just taking your PC longer and harder to get through everything. And sometimes the mods just, for whatever reason, they won't communicate with each other. It's just a thing. It just happens. It's normal to have mods that don't communicate with each other. Unfortunately, Assetto is one of those games where it doesn't have like a dedicated mod launcher that will tell you if these mods are going to be working well or not together. So if you develop stutters after a bunch of mods, I like to do a clean install. Like, I'll straight up clean install Assetto, and then I'll download everything I want just to play in the one server that I want to play in. And then I'll play that server, and then every time I download something new, I'll actually boot up the server with that content, and I'll play again just to make sure that it's still working good. And then basically every single time that you're downloading something on Assetto, you just want to boot up the game again and play it and make sure that it is in fact working properly. Because if you just download a whole bunch of mods and then you play the game and it ends up not working properly anymore, you won't know what mod it was or where this could have happened. Oh, what the heck's going on, bro? I am so dumb, bro. Oh, buddy, that was so stupid. I can't believe what I just did. That was like L driver, bro. That was really bad driving. We're still driving bad, bro. I got my flip-flops on, bro. I'm king of the road, bro. Alright, let's just get through this parking lot real quick here. Yeah, mangle up that trailer some more. Oh, man, I messed up so bad, bro. That was a really bad start here. I forgot where I was. I had to pull in here before I started my stream and everything. You know what? Let's just go this way, bro. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, we got this, bro. No problem. Oh yeah, we got it, bro. Bang up the Walmart a little bit. It's all good. Let's get out of here, bro. We got this. Oh, dude, you're not messing up my game, bro. It's just a game. I'm having fun, man. It's not your fault I did this to myself. I'm just gonna tow to service because the service is right here. It's kind of like a cheap free reset. What do you mean, like you, like have files across two places? Because that'll mess it up absolutely 100%. Man, I gotta get my view right. What am I doing, bro? Okay, there's that, there's that. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cruising, bro. You know what, though? So I have a stop sign. But why are these guys all stopped? Are you telling me... So there's a stop sign here. I don't see all these other stop signs, though, bro. I'm just gonna go. Oh, what a guy, bro. People do that in real life too, man. That was my turn to go. He should have let me come out and swing that wide, but he wanted to go even though I stopped first. Just because he knew I would be slow. Oh, this looks way better at daytime without all the snow. It was nice to drive in all the snow, but man, it was just pretty straining to drive in all the snow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not from US, and I don't know USA geography really well. But if you're from US, you might be able to tell by the signs. 287 South, 82 Highway East. I really don't know where I am. Yeah, I'm from Canada, and you know what? I'll show you real quick, bro, because we're interacting and we're talking. Let me just pull over. I'll show you why I started playing this game again. So I drive a truck in real life. I don't drive a big semi-truck, but I drive a truck in real life. It's a nice big box truck, like this one coming up right here, bro. I drive a truck like this. Like that box truck there. Mine would actually be bigger than that, though. So, the reason I started playing this again, bro, I'll show you. So they're coming out with a British Columbia DLC. British Columbia, Canada, right? So, I drive all over British Columbia, Canada. I know all these spots. I know what they should look like. I know all these highways and all the landmarks in British Columbia, right? So, ATS is coming out with the British Columbia DLC. And this rest stop here, I'll be here tomorrow, and I'll be here Friday. I'm going on a about 500-mile trip. It's going to take 2 days. And I stop at this rest stop every time, bro. This picture here, Mount Robson Park, that's Mount Robson in the background. This rest stop, it's not actually like a rest stop, but this stop is here. This sign is here with the mountain goat thing on there, and I have a photo of me on this sign from when I was a kid, bro. Like, I've been there. I drive this highway every other day, going through the mountains. Like, this is going to be such a good DLC, and it's totally accurate. Obviously, it's going to be like everything else, where the game just shortens up the distance of travel and the road lengths. But I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited because I actually drive on all those highways and they're accurately designed on the game. Not saying that all this stuff in the USA isn't, because my buddy plays this and he's from Seattle and he loves cruising around the Seattle content. But it's just really cool to see that they're coming out with Canada DLC, because it is American Truck Simulator, right? You know, you wouldn't think that they were actually going to be pushing up into Canada. And I tried the, there's a Pro Mods thing on this game that you can get, which includes some of Canada. And I was playing on it, and it really didn't feel like anywhere else in the main game, because it was so lack of detail compared to all the other official content. So I never really enjoyed the Canadian content that there was in the mods, but now that the actual company is making this, bro, I promise you I will be able to take routes on the game that I would take in real life and go to the same towns, and it's going to be so sick. Like, I'm seriously so excited, bro. Oh, nice, another guy from Turkey. There was a guy in here last night or the night before while I was streaming. He was from Turkey. We were having a chat too. If you want to see the highways, bro, like, if you have any interest at all in what I'm doing in real life, which is why I'm not playing the games as much, if you have any interest on the crazy, scary, dangerous highways I drive, there's a, yeah, we're good. There's a show called Highway Through Hell, and it's on Highway 3, Highway 5, and Highway 1 in British Columbia in Canada, and it's a show about rescuing trucks and stuff, and dealing with fatal accidents, and rescuing semi-trucks, and getting the highway reopened after big collisions and everything. Those are all the highways that I drive on. Like, this show was filmed here where I live, and it's known around the world. It's a reality show on one of the TV channels, and those are the highways I drive, bro. So I'm really excited to have them in the game. It's going to be super cool. Especially because I'll be able to drive them on the game how I would never be able to drive them in real life, so it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited for that. Oh, I need to merge, bro. I need to slow down a bit. Oh, they didn't let me merge, bro. Alright, you guys want to play like that. Okay, I'll get over here. I want to hit that green light for sure. Oh, this guy's turning left. He might take a sec to turn. Nice, we're good to go straight through. This guy better actually yield for me. Left signal on. And we're going to full throttle down this hill, skip a gear, get right into 9th and accelerate, because we got to get this merge going. And we got our signal on. That guy is letting us in. And now we're going to signal again and get out of the exit only lane. And now we're good to go. Pretty much all I'm trying to do is watch my mirrors and just kind of drive the truck straight and keep aware of what's going on way down the road there. We got another 565 kilometers to go, so about 250 miles. And we're gonna let off the gas just a little bit, slow down a little bit, because someone might merge over here from that exit only lane. Doesn't look like anybody's merging over. So we're gonna get back on the throttle, speed up. Oh, I missed my exit, bro. I was paying too much attention to the traffic and I missed my exit, so we're gonna have to go up here and do something a little drastic. I will bust a completely illegal U-turn if I get the chance. Oh, there's an exit right here I can take. Put my signal on. That red car is going pretty quick. He might not want to let me in. Looks like he is going to let me in, though. And then we're going to let that engine brake slow us down a bit as we approach the exit. Dallas, Stephenville. So, Texas? We're approaching Texas, or we're in Texas, I think. Dallas? Yeah, see, that's the thing, bro. These highways are beautiful. They're honestly super, super nice, the highways in real life that I drive. But like you're saying, there's parts where it's like, oh, can you even call this a road? I share that same feeling. Step on the gas, make sure we get this arrow. Have to slow down a little bit here because the truck's gonna slide on the snow and ice if I drive too fast. And then it looks like we want to take the exit back onto the highway, so we're gonna throw our signal on. I see one blue car there coming up. Once he's gone, we're good to get over. East, so take the 20 east to Dallas, it looks like. It looks like we're missing this first exit turn and we're taking the 20 east towards Dallas. So let's go ahead and try that. We're not going to take this first exit only turn. We're going to stick on this highway and follow this lane with the Dallas sign. And that should take us the right way. Looks like it's actually right here. We're going a little too quick for the exit. Slow down a little bit with the Jake brakes so I don't hit the brakes and slide. And then keep the gas on as we go up this hill here. I'll barely be accelerating at all. And there's one guy there, but he's got plenty of room, so I'm going to get ahead of him. And we're going to enter the highway with speed. Turn my signal on. That guy passed me. No one else is there. We're good to get over. Okay, buddy. Yeah, that was cool, bro. Yeah. And that's why you pay attention, bro. People do that in real life all the time. You know, that bus driver should have taken the left lane further. Made sure that he fully passed me in that left lane before he got over. But, of course, he didn't. And I almost got sideswiped there. And that probably would have been a 50-50 crash because we were both merging into each other. Bus driver should have prioritized me getting onto the highway and passing me rather than merging into my lane as I'm trying to get on the highway. So that's a good life lesson too. Like, if you're in the middle lane or left lane and you want to get that middle lane from the left lane, don't do it when people are coming onto the highway from the right lane. It's never a good idea, and you know, you just seen that in the video game, bro. If I didn't drive in real life and have that defensive reaction and see that, I would have had to maybe fix my truck again, and it costs a lot of money on this game to fix your truck. I don't like doing it. So again, here, this guy needs to get over on the left, on the right there, see that? So I get in the left lane, I'm going faster than him, and I'm probably just going to make a quick overtake on this guy. And then I'll get back behind that semi-truck because I don't want to hold up anybody else. And it looks like we're going to have to really step on it here. And now we'll take the exit, slow down with the Jake brake, downshift the gear, lightly on the brakes, downshift another gear. I'm going way too fast, bro. Hopefully I can slow down the truck enough to make the corner. Turn on that left signal. Looks like we're clear. And we don't get the bypass on the way station. So there's the sign on the right saying there's the way station there. I'll turn on my signal and we're going to get ready to pull into the way station. And we're just cruising into the way station. I'm going to turn off ambient occlusion because it's putting checkers on my hood of my truck. For some reason this game, ambient occlusion provides a graphic glitch on your truck, and when you're in the light, you get all those little squares on your truck. So I'm going to turn that off again. Super annoying. I don't know why it does that, but it's very, very, very annoying because I do like to have ambient occlusion on. And, you know, it's a daytime thing. It's only in the light for some reason. It's not at night. Yeah, I've seen that, man. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Dude, you know what, man? Like, there's been a lot of plane crashes, helicopter crashes, like accidents like this recently, man. It's been really weird, actually. It's kind of weird, bro. Like, you hear about this stuff once in a while, man. I feel like there's been a plane crash or helicopter crash or something every week for like the last couple months, bro. It's crazy. Like, just a couple weeks ago, that helicopter, I forget where it was, man, but it literally pretty much just about landed on a bunch of people on a walkway somewhere. It's like, these are supposed to be really rare things that almost never happen. It feels like there's been all these accidents of planes and helicopters recently. It's been way more than normal. I'm just going to pull over here for a sec and get my next little smoke break ready. We only got 450 kilometers left, so looks like we might have enough gas to get there too. So we're going to take our quick little last smoke break for a little bit. Got to use the washroom really quick, and then we're going to get right back into it and continue talking and hanging out, chilling. As you can see, though, I do have a really big passion for this game and for driving the truck. I used to think that this game would help me be a better truck driver and, you know, learn how to drive a truck better in real life and get a job. When in reality, after playing this game that much and then getting my job driving this other truck in real life, this game has become so much easier, actually. Like, it's kind of worked in reverse, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what? I can't even disagree with that, bro. Like, I don't even have anything to say about that. That's exactly how it is. It's how it, you know, if it looks that way and it feels that way, it must be that way. That's pretty much what's been going on these days, man. There's been all these accidents and all these flying vehicles, I guess you could call them, that we made. There's crime all over the world. The leaders that are leading places people don't like, and we're standing up for them a little bit now. You know, there's war in every other country. There's drug addiction everywhere. Homeless people everywhere. Pretty much, that's pretty chaotic. And it's not just where I am, it's everywhere around the world. That's a crazy thing. It's not just one little thing anymore, it's everywhere. And then the other thing too, right? Like we got the internet and all that stuff too, and it doesn't make anything like that any better because we can all talk to each other and we can all, talk about what's going on in the world and everything freely and openly with anybody around the world at any time that you want it, or during the day, whenever. Strangers can talk to strangers, man. Like you can be influenced by people. It's very interesting the day and age that we live in with all these things going on in the world and what's right and wrong and who's leading what, politicians, criminals and policing, people rioting and people against the government. Oh man, it's just it's nuts. There's a lot going on in the world today, bro. Chunker hopper, chunker hopper, chunker hopper, that's my pretty birds. My pretty birds. You can probably hear my birds chirping. Chunker! 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 Probably losing quite a bit of my delivery time. Oh, you know what, bro? Yeah, I know. I do know that, bro. I appreciate that, he said that. I do appreciate the thought. You know what, though? The thing is, I used to drink, right? I used to drink alcohol. A lot. Like, a lot. Right? And, so I quit smoking cigarettes. And then, after a while, I finally actually quit drinking. But when I quit drinking, I also started smoking cigarettes again. So, it's one of those things, right? I do want to stop, though, but I'm not quite ready to yet. I've been slowing down. I probably sound a lot better on stream talking to you now than I do in those videos when I was sitting around doing nothing, smoking all day. Gotta say that much. You gotta give me that. You know what I'm saying? I probably sound a lot better now than I did back then. Yeah, no, exactly, bro. Right? Drinking was a lot worse for me. Um, like, just in terms of living and not going to jail or dying or getting some crazy shit. So I stopped drinking. And, to cope, I started smoking a bit. Slowly but surely, man. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, bro. The other thing, too, to consider is I drive all day, every day. So it's like, I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm not making an excuse, but I'm just saying it's really hard to stop smoking, especially when you're driving all day. Like it's very hard to stop smoking. It is a very hard thing to stop. I'm almost ready to continue my trip here. I need some new lights on my truck. I don't have many lights on my truck, and I feel like they're not really lit. Wondering if I have a graphic setting turned off. Maybe bloom? Maybe I don't have bloom on? Oh, this game doesn't even have like a lighting setting like that. That's weird, bro. I might actually end up adding, I might end up throwing reshade onto this. Because one thing for me is I would really, really like to see these lights lit up more on my truck. Even the top lights, you see how dim those lights are? Hold on, you know what, actually? Let me just go back to the main menu for 1 sec, boys. I want to see if I have a reverse lights, realistic vehicle lights mod. I wonder if I have a different vehicle light mod I could try. If I don't have another light mod, I'll live with it until I'm done this job, and then I'll get a different light mod after. Yeah, as you can see, I really don't have a lot of mods that I've installed. That's one thing I like about this this game is like this snow mod, one mod for the whole entire snow map and another mod for the physics, and you have everything that you need for the snow. You know what? Because I am just streaming this game, bro. Like, I'm not really doing anything crazy. I am quickly going to add reshade. And, if you're interested, you'll be able to see the kind of process that I go through for reshade. Only takes a minute to add it, though. All goes reshade. Yeah, American Truck Sim next. DirectX 10, 11, 12. And uncheck all, then check all. And while we're here, and that's installing, we'll open up Steam. American Truck Sim. Full screen. workshop, lights, and then we'll go filter by date, no, filter by last updated, and then as we're in here, bad drivers mod, no thanks, I've already seen enough bad drivers in the game. And then I don't see anything really in here for lights that have been updated recently. So we'll skip that for now. Reshade should be good to go. Select the add-ons that you want. I don't actually need any of these add-ons, so that's okay. Then we'll hit finish. We'll reboot the game up. And I should have Reshade installed. Oh, please don't do this to me, bro. Don't tell me that I just installed Reshade and now the game's not going to work. Bro, are you actually for real right now, bro? So now the game won't work, so let's try and go to properties, install the files, verify integrity of files, just like we would any other game. Oh, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting to do a live Reshade broke my game and let's try and fix it thing. I wasn't expecting this today. Oh, you know what? Actually, before we do this, hold on. Oh, it's going to validate anyways. Dang it, bro. I hate when stuff like this happens. It might be because of that snow mod. It might be because of that. It might be because it's the full Reshade. I don't know what the exact issue is here yet, but we're going to try and figure it out. The worst thing to try and do for me is going to be if I have to try and uninstall Reshade completely. Because it's never just a simple little delete one or two things. It's always go into the folder to find out where Reshade, try to install it. And then you got a mission on your hands. So we're just going to hope that because I installed Reshade, I just have to validate the files. And then their next step is going to be to delete the snow mod from the files and see if Reshade works. And if that works, then I'll have to delete Reshade because I'm not going to trade Reshade in exchange for the snow map. It's taking a while to validate the files, so that does tell me that there are files that are bad or need to be updated or validated. So that's good that this is taking a sec to validate because something is wrong and that's why it's taking a minute. Okay, let's try and hit play with DirectX 11. Ah, jeez, bro. So now we gotta go to properties, installed files, browse files, and this is where we need to look for something to do with Reshade, and it's not going to be in this section of files. So we have to go to Documents, American Truck Sim, and it's not even in here either. So now I installed Reshade, but it didn't give me a spot where like this Reshade went in. So what I'm going to try and do real quick is just take the two mods out for the snow, and we're going to try and reboot the game and see if this works now. Okay, so that didn't work, so that tells me that I don't need to worry about those two files that I have for the mods. So we're going to go back to the mod folder, and we're going to put those files back in. And then what I'm going to do is go over to my Internet tab and type in Reshade. And we're going to download Reshade 6.2 without full add-on support, and we're going to open this file, throw it into American Truck Simulator for DirectX 11, 10, and 12, and we're going to do update Reshade and effects. And then while this is updating, we'll see if it fixes it. And then if this doesn't fix it, my next step is just going to be to take off the Reshade real quick. So what happened was I installed Reshade, the game stopped booting up, I took out my two like graphic mods for the map that I have, and I put them outside of the ATS folder, and it still wouldn't boot up. So now I'm trying to use the non-add-on, the normal version of Reshade, and now it's booting up. So if you use the version of Reshade that's meant for multiplayer, the game might not boot up. I just found that out the hard way. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, Mustang guy. Hope you're having a good day, bro. So now we're going to hit continue career, and we're just going to make sure that all of our mods are still working after I did this verify file and reinstall Reshade thing. Perfect. So now we're back in action. I'm going to turn those lights back on. You know what? Yeah, there we go. There's my lights with the power. And the other thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go back to the rain, which is going to be snow in my case, and we're just going to go ahead and turn the rain probability up a little bit, because I do want to see a little bit more snowfall than we've had. Hey, nice, man. You play ATS as well, I take it, eh? I would play this with somebody, but like the thing is, I only use a couple mods, and I like driving in the snow. And yeah, that's pretty much the bottom line, bro, is I mostly play ATS solo just because I got the mods that I have, and a lot of people don't like playing it the same way I like to play it. But yo, Mustang, if you wanna add me on Discord or join my Discord, I don't know if you have yet. And like one day on the weekend when I got some time off work and I know what's going on with my day, I'd be down to add you and talk about what mods we should use and stuff, and like hop in our own lobby with certain mods that we both want to use that are free. AC can have benefits on Reshade, but it really depends. Like if you don't know what you're doing with Reshade and you try and use it on AC, you're going to be hooped. But if you want to have, like, for example, a lot of people on AC, what they like to do is, you know, if they're playing, let's get out of Reshade there. You know, let's say you're playing in this type of camera angle on AC, right? Like a hood cam. A lot of people like to have the ambient light effect. And what they'll do is they'll quickly go in here and they'll turn off the dirt texture. And then if you turn up, like, the dirt tint, right, you turn this up, you turn up the lens effect, and you turn up the ambient light tint, turn off the adaption. Now when you look at bright areas, you see how I got that lens filter there? You can see the crack in the lens and the light. See that there's a bit of a lens effect going on, and you know, you can crank it up even more if you like to. You can turn up the dirt tint way more, that color thing way more. Turn up the lens tint way more, turn the threshold down or up if you like. And like now you can see I really got lens effect on my screen, right? So when you're playing AC and you're racing on like a track with lots of dirt and sand and stuff, some people, you know, they like to throw that on and have that kind of effect, right? See, it changes the whole game. See that lens effect, right? You turn on the ambient light with the lens glare and everything, it changes the whole game when you click it. So some people You know, they like to do that. And then some people don't like that stuff, or they like part of it, so maybe they'll take off the dirt. Right, they'll take off the dirt stuff, and they'll turn the lens tint way down to nothing, so you don't get that weird effect at all. But you can still have, you know, the ambient light effect, right? You see how the ambient light's still working there? So reshade, man, it's just all about the time of day and going in, and just like anything else with graphics and stuff on any other game, sliding something all the way up and down real quick. Just take a look and see what that actually does to your game. And you can always go back, right? So nothing's ever going to hurt you just from trying to like check out a bunch of reshade stuff. So the main things I go for with reshade is some sort of bloom. It just depends which one you're using, right? Like this one's obviously going to be really hard to adjust because it's already completely messed up. I like to use tone mapping, so you get to change your saturation, your contrast, your gamma, some of your tint in the game. Sometimes I use the clarity one. Sometimes I use an HDR bloom like this, but I won't use this one because of how colorful it makes it, and I actually prefer less color. Oh, that's weird, bro. That's a really weird little issue. Have you ever tried like reinstalling Discord completely? Another one that's good to use, bro, is actually this Filmic Sharpen. And you can turn up or down the strength, right? And you see how much sharper it gets. But it also adds light into those sharpened areas. So, for example, on the guardrail, just in front of the right of my truck, if you look at strength on full versus not, you can see that it adds a bunch of white around that black guardrail line, and it makes it look really artificial. So with this Filmic Pass, or Filmic Sharpen, it really just depends how sharp you want it, because it will add light. But it really helps with Filmic Sharpen to add just a little bit of detail. It kind of makes up for, like if you have 1080p monitor and you're using Filmic Sharpen, it will look better. Another thing that's good to use up here too is actually the, I don't know where exactly it is on this, but if I search for it and show you real quick, it's a Filmic Pass, I think it's called. It's actually, yeah, here it is. So Filmic Pass at first will completely change your game, but what it does also is it provides you with the ability to really adjust some of the color fade in the game, how the game's displaying some of the color. Again, the contrast you can completely adjust with this one. Saturation you can change a little bit, although I wouldn't really change it in here because as you can see, the saturation does affect the brightness as well. This is like an overall effect saturation, it's not just saturation for the color. So Filmic Pass can be good, as you can see in my opinion. I think it looks way better with Filmic Pass even just like that than with it off, I'll be real. And it looks like I don't have anything on right now. This is just the game how it looks. And in my opinion, I need to change that. So now we'll go to tone mapping. This is where I start. So any game I reshade, let's see, crashes. Oh yeah, I already mentioned, yeah. I would try and look into that, because I would play ATS with you, bro, but not if you can't get to me on Discord. It'll be too hard to communicate. That's the only bad part. So first thing for me is I go to the saturation and we turn it down. I turn it down quite a bit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We turn down the saturation lots. Okay, I know we're going to leave that alone right now. I feel like this game should actually be much darker like that at nighttime, but we're going to leave this right alone. We're just going to play like this for now, because that's too dark, right? You can, everybody can see that's too dark, bro. I mean, I don't know that that's really too dark, but I feel like that's too dark. Like, yeah, that's pretty dark. I'll say that. That's dark. So we'll use the base game brightness of 50 now that we're using reshapes. Let's just go back. Now let's see how badly dark it is. So let's drive like this for a little bit. Oh, I didn't see him there. I don't know why my exposure is going up and down so much. See, this doesn't seem dark enough now. Like, it is supposed to be nighttime. You know? The sky shouldn't really be like a light gray like that at nighttime. I feel like I should be able to see a little bit less. I mean, it's nice though. Wonder if there's a way to see what FPS you're getting on the game with a game setting or something. Would you mind, would I be able to ask one of you guys in the chat to check that out for me while I drive, maybe? Just see if there's a setting on ATS to display your frames per second. If not, I'll do it when I pull over, but it would be really cool to see that. Well, I'm not staying in my lane very well. How are you doing all that? Do you mean all the graphic settings there that I was changing? Is that what you're talking about? I guess now that we're on a big 3-lane highway, I'll take the right lane. I'm not passing anybody yet. See, I gotta change my field of view. And it sucks to have to change the field of view a bit because I like how... I really enjoy how big everything is in front of me. But I gotta increase it just a little bit, man. It doesn't feel like I'm doing 120 kilometers an hour. And I wish I could go lower in the seat. Yeah, dude, no worries, man. I know I gave you a lot of information on how to help your situation, bro, and I really hope that, you know, if one thing that you try doesn't fix it, maybe one of the other things I said will. Nope. No, I did not see your DM. I'll take care of it right now. Oh, are you back up, bro? Are you back up? My bad, bro. You know what I did, eh? I actually, I looked at your message, and then, I just completely forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna make an excuse, man. I looked at your message. I said, oh, cool, I gotta unban this guy, no problem. And then I went and did something else, bro. And then I just totally forgot, bro. I'll fix it right now. Just give me a quick sec. Okay, my server. Let's see here. I'll unban you right now, bro. Just be mindful, man. Like, I'm not super active in the Discord all the time. So there is a lot of, like, spam in my Discord right now, so don't click on all these links that people are posting and shit. Obviously, since I have my job that I love in real life, and I'm working all the time and stuff, I play games when I'm off work and chill out. And, everybody should just know not to click all those links, man. They should just know that already. I can't sit here and ban everybody all day long. So, it is what it is. So hopefully you need the Discord for, help and settings and other stuff. Oh, I just gotta call my dad real quick. I might be playing my game when you get home on YouTube, just so you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Keith almost got stuck going up a hill outside of Williams Lake. Yeah. Yeah, well, the cool thing with my truck that I drive is it's got brand new front tires on it, and the backs are like 9 out of 12 or whatever. Yeah, so. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're probably still a good shop that does all their actual real due diligence, right? Yeah. Yeah, Stefan, he's a car builder that has a Red Seal mechanic working with him, right? Like, it's different. It's not the same thing. Well, it's not much more than going anywhere else, though. Yeah. Well, what did they do? Just did they do your rotors and pads? Yeah, rotors and pads, front and the back, with all the tire balancing, oil change, fixing you got your pressure switch fixed. Yeah, that's cool. No, I think you should just keep it. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, like, fuck it. It's just the only shitty thing with your car is no matter what goes wrong with it, it's expensive. Because you're like, It might just be a Ford Fusion, but you have the luxury Ford Fusion model like this. It's still a luxury car. I'm saying it's Ford's luxury fucking model of car at the time. Yeah, so you're basically driving a Cadillac, so you know when things go wrong, it's going to cost money, but it's still a nice car. I don't feel like it's going to break anytime soon or nothing. I don't see that transmission stopping. Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that. Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Knock. Fuck, if you hear me talking, I'm talking. I'm on my game. If you don't hear me saying nothing, knock on my door. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, just so you know, Echoes are getting a little cheaper, eh? Yeah, they are getting a little cheaper. I found a couple for sale for like $3,000 that have 200,000 K on them. Oh yeah, that's okay. Get posted on Facebook, man. As soon as you start making money on the marketplace, you're gonna want to go buy more stuff and sell more stuff. Once you actually start making the money, once you see these posts coming through, it'll be different. All right, talk to you later. See ya. Sorry guys, I am here. I just had to talk to my dad real quick. Take a quick smoke. Junkie, that's the good night. Quick smoke break. I'm ready to get back to driving here. Very, very close to my destination. So one more full send for a little bit, and I'll be at my destination. But then gonna have to take a loan from the bank and get some more money so I can buy a better engine. And then I should be ready to start getting into the heavier loads. Maybe I'll get an engine and differential for some different gear ratios. And then I should be ready to take on a little bit heavier loads on the truck here. Right now, I am struggling with this truck. Alright, there we go. Smoke's packed up. Let's get comfortable. Maybe pull this monitor just a little bit closer to me. Keyboard in the right spot. Mouse over. Should probably put my phone on the charger too. Just reach over, drop my phone on the wireless charger on top of my PC. Gotta plug my headphones back in. We're back on the road. There we go. Put the phone on charge. I don't actually know if that's charging it because I touched my screen. There we go, phone's on the charge, now we're good to go. My bad, boys, I had to just take care of a couple things there. Just gonna smoke real quick now and then we're good. Throw want some different music, some actual trucking music. Alright, take this bong toke, then we're back on the road. Is that window up or down over there? Oh, it's up. I want it up. Okay, and then I want this window maybe halfway up. I gotta stop at this way station too, which sucks because my truck might be damaged. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane for the way station, bro. There we go. I need to turn down the exposure a little bit on these lights here. Still keep driving towards the scale while I do this. Yeah, that's better, bro. A little darker like that for nighttime. That's sick. Come on, bro. You guys all get to bypass? What is this? I'm wondering, is there a way to turn up the interior lights, maybe? Function, light modes, high beam, indicators, wipers, cruise control, lane assist, transmission, suspension, trailer, auxiliary interior. No, I think that's it. I don't think there's actually a... Yeah, that sucks. Okay. So the dashboard... Oh, passed my inspection. My vehicle is not in perfect technical state. Well, you know what, bro? It never is. Alright, I think it's time to turn the, turn that snow back on, bro. That blizzarding snow. Let's run with that snow again. Let's get that snow back on, bro. Rain probability 100%. This is gonna be sick. That snow should be coming any second now. Oh yeah, there's the snow, bro. Then maybe I should turn down my truck cabin shake and everything just a little bit. Might benefit me just a little bit to turn that down, because it feels like my truck is pretty bouncy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that guy did something crazy, bro. Went into the left lane when he's not even passing anybody. I should not be doing 75 miles an hour in the snow in this truck. Aggressive overtake right here, passing on the right. Forcing my way in there. Nice. Bro, we are flying in the pitch black. Let's slow down a little bit here. Oh, I went the wrong way, bro. Freaking went the wrong way again. Oh, I can't go that way. Interesting, alright. I don't have much further to go. Don't have much further. We're less than 100 miles from the destination. Especially ripping at this speed, man, we're gonna be there in no time. I had to take quite a little bit of a detour there because I missed my exit. It looks like I missed another exit somehow too. I don't know what happened, but we got quite a way to go again. We were about 150 kilometers, now we're back up to 180. So let's see if we can go the right way this time. Definitely want to take the exit here. There's no way it's making me turn around again. What kind of weird highway loop is this? I really should have pulled off on that exit and explored all the places down there. But I'm only about 38 miles away from my destination, so maybe I'll go back there. Yep. Uh-oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I have nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, for what just happened, that wasn't too bad. That was not too bad. I mean, I took out the cop. I barely damaged my truck. That wasn't too bad. I was going way too fast for that road event, bro. Both lanes stopped. I was doing probably about 80 miles an hour. Yeah, that wasn't good. But we're almost where I need to be. We're very close. We're going to be there in about 2 minutes. So it's not this exit, it has to be the next one. Nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna send it down this hill. Pick up some good speed. Nice, bro. Almost there. Whoops, wrong turn, bro. Uh-oh. Why do I keep doing that, bro? It's crazy. I keep taking the wrong turns. Are you gonna tell me that's the wrong turn too? It's so hard to tell on the map what turn it's in. This has to be it then. Dead, bro. No brakes. Freaking dead. This is all because I came into the lot on a weird way. I didn't look at where the parking spot was first. And that was just a rookie mistake. Oh, so was that. Going the wrong way with the turn. Alright, let's just reset this whole thing up, bro. Backing around the corner properly like I should have. Just like this, a nice little smooth turn. Give myself lots of room, which is what I should have done in the first place. I'm not gonna get much money for this, I don't think. Less than 200k. Oh, just over, that's not bad. Alright, now... So that's dropped. We're done with that load. Yeah, perfect. Now we're just going to hit F7. We're going to tow to service. And now I'm ready to upgrade my truck a little bit here. Finally. Alright, so again, just a quick little smoke break here. Sorry if my air conditioner is just a little loud right now. I've got to get my room cooled down a little bit. It's hot. Hopefully it's not picking up too much of the light. Probably. Alright, just give me a quick sec, boys. If you want to say what's up in the chat, I am here. Any questions, let me know. Need any help with this game, any other games, let me know. I'm around, I'm chilling. Just gonna have a quick little smoke break. It'll be about 5 minutes, maybe not even. Upgrade the truck. And I'm gonna try and get you know, let not as far of a trip this time. I don't want to go on as long of a trip this time now. So we got to upgrade the truck a little bit, add some more lights and all the good stuff. But more importantly, I don't know what engine is like the good or better engines on the on these trucks. I don't actually know pretty much anything about truck engines, so we are gonna have to get one though, because the one that I have sucks. Kinda wanted one that revved out a little higher. Alright, there we go. We got an engine. Let's get a new diff if we can. .25. Okay, we got our 18-speed transmission. little longer gear ratios. That's all you can do, bro? I thought you could do way more. Oh, there we go. Those lights are way brighter, bro. How do I change my headlights to get brighter headlights like that? That's what I want to do. Oh yeah, that's better, bro. It's a lot more lights. Alright, let's go back to the upgrade. There's no change of the headlights here? What's going on? Did I not change the headlights on the truck? There's no way that you can't change the headlights. There must be something with the truck or something. That doesn't make sense, bro. Same with the taillights. Can't change the taillights either. So that's just a little weird that I can't change the headlights. I could have swore you were allowed to do that. Maybe I'm just tripping, bro. Maybe it was a different truck I could do that on, and I'm actually just tripping. But I could have sworn that you could change the headlights. I need to get my sound mods and stuff back too, because this engine doesn't sound any better. Got way more power in this engine, and it just sounds like it's the same motor. So that kind of sucks too, but nothing that mods can't fix. Alright, we're pretty much ready to go pick up another job. Just where do I want to pick this one up from? Let's go to jobs. So here I am. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, a little bit of a logging truck load? That would be kind of cool to grab. It's a long trip though, man, all the way up to Colorado. That's too short of a job. This one's not bad. I think I'll take the logs though. Oh yeah, we're just sending it right out of that parking lot, bro. Skip the stop sign too. We need our gas. Oh, I was sliding, bro. Oh, what a save, dude. That was crazy save, bro. I can't stop because I'm on ice. Ice in the parking lot, can't stop. Okay, now that I can see that mirror, actually. Let's also do a mirror adjustment, a seat adjustment. Let's see what happens here. I go all the way back. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's better. Okay, so now I can actually see one of my mirrors on my screen. Then we go F2 just for the one up there, just the one extra mirror on the one side. That's perfect. Oh, I can't go that way now. I messed up. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, okay, bro, I get it. I'm on snow and ice, but you don't gotta fucking do me like that, bro. Come on. That was insane, bro. I'm going the wrong way back. That just wasn't fair, bro. Look how long it takes to stop. There's no way that's just because I'm on the snow. That's not right. See, I can't stop. I'm gonna hit the wall again. That's weird. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy. Like, it was cool that I spun out and shit like that, but the thing is, in the snow, for whatever reason on this game in the snow, I'll show you when I'm talking. If I mash the brakes, this is full brakes, right? Like, I'm not stopping. But if you ease up on them without locking them up, you can stop a little quicker. But really, bro, you have to use the Jake brake. Watch this. This is engine brake now. Oh, now it's out of gear. It must be really icy out. Okay, Jake brake stop. So you can stop a little quicker. I'm also losing mad control because I don't have any load. Oh, here it goes again. Oh, damn it, bro. So the stopping physics in the snow are a little whack, as you can see. I'm just trying to get this job picked up, and then I'll repair my truck before I take the job out. And I might take off the snow for a bit. I've been streaming for 2 hours with the snow. It's been a lot of fun driving in the snow, but there is a point where, you know, it is a little frustrating, not gonna lie. Super sick, though, having the snow. Like, this is a really good mod. Roll that window down, bro, so I can see my mirrors better. Oh, damn it, bro. That's what I get for doing that U-turn, bro. That was my fault. See, this road's like ice. Oh, bro, this road is pure ice, bro. Like, you gotta be... I'm taking the snow off. I'm picking up my load. I'm saving. I'm repairing the truck. And I'm turning the snow off, bro. I can't stop. You know what? I wonder if the braking intensity will help out in the snow. I wonder if I just turn up the braking intensity a bit. Because I got it turned really low. So, like, I have the brake intensity turned low. That way, when you're playing and you're driving on the road, you don't just stop instantly when you hit the brakes. Like, it's really crazy how much you actually do stop. But I'm wondering if just maybe it will affect how much I can stop in the snow. Turn it up a bit. Maybe this mod is meant to have 100%, because I think it did get a little faster. But it still feels unrealistically slow. I've driven lots in the snow. You only take forever to stop when you're hauling ass. Let's try and turn that up a bit more. Let's just see if it actually does help. Yeah, it's helping. Yeah, that makes a difference. Oh, wrong view. F5, 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 F5. F8, F3. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to get it sideways, honestly, but it's not working. Yeah, so I can stop better now. I can stop way more realistically now. That's way better. And I was going to take these little logs to Colorado. But when you get to this point, what you want to do is you want to hit F7, and you want to tow it to service. That'll get you off this mountain road. And then now that you're off the mountain road, you can quickly just go ahead and service your truck. Repair all. Firm. Good to go. Now we're back in the daytime. And like I said, I am just going to go to the title screen real quick. We're going to go to the DLC, or the mod, sorry. And we're just going to get rid of these two mods here. Confirm those changes, and we're going to load back into career, just load the game that I just saved. And then now we can go back to options and we can take off the raid. And back to less braking intensity there. Back to more realistic stopping. So now we're in the dry again. Make sure everything's working in the game here with the lights and all that stuff. Turn on the power to the truck. And we need it to stop raining real quick before we take off. So I am just going to sit here for a minute until the rain is completely stopped. Then I'm going to do my reshade setup real quick. And once the rain stops, I'll set up my reshade. I'll drive this job just for a little bit. Then I'm going to hop on another game and then go take a nap. Gotta work tomorrow super early in the morning. Alright, looks like the rain stopped, so... let's see what happens with the defog. Get the ambient light real quick. That's not going to do nothing. Do I want the ambient light or do I not want the Just a tiny little bit of it. Yeah, just a tiny bit. It does look like my FPS is actually going to be really good and consistent as well. So since we know that's going to be good. Do the scaling at 400 now, and we will do both the anti-aliasing. Let's see if that FPS still stays 170. Well, it's a little lower now, but that's okay. That's high enough. That's high enough to enjoy the game. It's plenty. Oh, he stopped for me. What a nice guy. That was not my fault, bro. I had my signal on well in time for him to stop. why do you send it, bro? See if we can hit 80 or 90. Oh, get out of the way, bro. Let's go for it, bro. We got this. Oh no, I gotta pull in.